Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially on lockdown. And yes, welcome to episode 101 of Simone Vincenzi Talks Business, where I talk about the plus, the minus, the left and the right, and everything that happens in my life and my business, and how we manage our companies here at GTEx. Now, officially, we are, as well as Italy, here on lockdown, as well as many other countries officially. And so I wanted to show this video about the things that I'm doing at home during this time of isolation. Now, I've been at home for the past 4 days without going out, and I think 5 actually. And it has been an interesting process. There's been a lot of learning, in particular for someone like me. I'm a social animal. I want to go out, I want to meet people, I want to see people. I run 200 events a year, so I love the online world, but what really makes me happy and excited is getting in front of people and connecting with people in person. Now, of course, this is not happening right now, and we need to have the filter of a screen. There are great benefits for this, the flexibility, the fact that actually we have these technologies that allows us to connect with each other globally. But in the house, there might be challenges that you're facing. Maybe you're used to, maybe you have a partner or you have kids, you're not living on your own. So what are you doing with them and still make sure that your business runs? That's what I would love to talk about today. In fact, me and my wife, I think after the first 3 days, I had enough. I needed my own space. I wanted to work somewhere. I couldn't have just like going and jumping from the sofa to the bedroom to the other place. We don't have an office at home, and so we have a living room, we have a bedroom, and we have a kitchen, and we have a bathroom. That's it. That's where we live. So how did we manage it to make it work? Well, I needed my own space, so we created an office in the bedroom. We cleared some space out so then I can work from there, or she can work from there, and we can alternate each other. So we both have our own space because we both are a lot of like interviews, podcasts, media appearances. So we need our own space for that. So that's how we did it. And one thing that we are doing is every day we are aligning our calendars. So in these moments in times, it's really important that whatever you're doing, you're over communicating. Now, I talked about that on episode 100, where we talk about the importance of over communication in period of crisis, but not only on a business level, take this on a family level. Let them know what you're up to. Let them know what you're working on. If both you and your partner are working from home, let them know that. Now, what happens if you say, well, I don't live by myself? Then the challenge now becomes that you might struggle to self-motivate yourself and keep yourself accountable. That's why joining an external accountability group can really help you a lot. If you don't have someone around that can check in the work that you are doing, accountability is really, really, really important. Another thing that I'm doing, I spent the first 3 days, I'm generally a very active person. I play basketball, I go to training around 3 to 4 times a week, but now the gyms are closed and the basketball training facilities were closed. So I found myself just working every hour of the day up until the evening. I'm a bit of a workaholic, got to admit that. But I found myself like working really hard, in particular in the evenings, and not moving my body at all. And literally in 3 days, my lower back started hurting. Well, I can't be 30 years old and have a hurting lower back. That ain't gonna happen. So now every few hours, I'm moving around. I'm doing I got a pull-up bar, I'm doing some pull-ups, doing some press-ups, some stretches in the morning. So it's really important for me actually to schedule in those times in my calendar because my life and my calendar can get really busy very fast with all the commitments that we have with GTEx. We have more than 500 clients that are working with us. We have 3 companies that we're running. We have team members that we're working with. So it can get really busy quite fast. And I just need to make sure that these times that are there, nothing gets in between, so then I can take care of myself and I can take care of my body. Another thing I'm doing is actually doing a cleanse right now. I'm at this moment of this recording, I'm on my third day of my water fast. Now, I'm not recommending fasting to anyone. I'm not a physician. You gotta do your own due diligence. I know my body. I know it works for me. So, but on my third day of a water fast, this is a great time if you want to do any cleansing or you want to do the juicing diet that you wanted to do or the cleansing period. It's a great time to do it because one of the biggest challenges are social situations. When you are around, when you're out and about, or maybe because you're training a lot, like myself, and I can't really do a water fast and train basketball at the level we are training, playing in a professional league. So it is that time. It was like, oh, perfect. I can now take care and give my body a rest. So I'm doing this cleanse and this juicing and this water fasting. Then the other thing that you can do as well to give your body a rest is actually schedule more sleep in. I've been sleeping 10 hours a day for the past 5 days. I'm happy as Larry. Okay. So depending on how much sleep you need, I've been working myself and my body really hard for the past few years, and this just gives me a time where I can wake up whenever I want. I can have a longer sleep than I would normally have because I don't have any travel commitments, and so that all is time saved that I can put in either more work or spending more time with my wife or doing more things together or sleeping more. So think about all this time that you're having more. So these are my tips. These are the things that I'm doing. To recap, is about communicating with the people that are involved in your households, so then you can still have productive work and communicate with them. Find a space for it. Number 2 is to take care of your body. So don't just sit down, do some stretches, do some exercising. If you're a fitness fanatic, a bit like me, you can do more exercising. And then the other thing to think about is giving your body what it needs. So whether you want to do a cleanse or a fast or giving yourself more sleep, whatever works for you and for your health conditions, then give it what it needs. It's a great time to do that. All right, that's it. That's for me on the work side. Things that I'm doing, I'm looking forward to hear what are some of the things that you are doing. And please send me a message here if you're watching live on Facebook or if you're listening to my podcast, the Simone Vincenzi Talks Business show on Anchor or any other platform. Then send me a message there. I would love to hear from you. All right, I'll see you next time. Ciao, see you tomorrow.